You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Tuesday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
If you watched the Leafs game on Amazon last night, the funniest thing happened, dude.
Yeah, they lost to the Flyers in a shootout.
Okay, the second funniest thing happened.
Sorry.
They were going into I believe it was the second intermission, and they had these commercials run back to back that were so ironic. So the company we work for, Rogers, is doing this initiative trying to get people to chill out on their screen time and stuff like that.
Yeah. Less time on the phone, less time on the tablet, more time out in the world and with loved ones.
So they got this commercial with Connor McDavid where he's sitting there and he's talking about the benefits of being off your phone and the rules that he has at home and how
cool.
Growing up as a kid, yada, 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 he was outside playing with his friends and not looking at a screen, all that kind of stuff, right?
Makes sense.
Then the very next commercial after that one jumps into Connor McDavid's BetMGM ad with Terry Ryan.
The mullet one?
Yeah. And I couldn't help but laugh my ass off. I don't know if somebody planned this.
Yeah.
Where it goes from Connor McDavid going like, hey guys, get off your phones. It's good for you, to the next one that's like, gamble on your phone.
Get on your phone right now and bet on all the sports.
I thought I was the only one that saw it. And then I looked at a group chat that I have with a few of my friends. Everyone was like, did you just see those two McDavid ad runs back to back? Like,
yeah, I love that. You know, hey, I didn't grow up to be one of the greatest hockey players of all time because I spent a lot of time on my phone. But if you're on your phone, you can tell us what you think's going to happen in every hockey game.
I mean, I respect Connor McDavid. He's clearly all about his money because I love the idea. Well, he's like, if they're going to pay me to tell you to get off your phone, like, I'll take all the money. But they're also going to pay me to tell you to ruin your life on your phone. So I'm going to do that too.
Absolutely. Some people look at scripts. Some people look at checks. He's a checks guy.
Stay off your phone. Unless it's to gamble, of course.
In that case, put in all the screen time you need. Watch the game and have the phone open the whole time for early payouts with whatever gambling company I'm with.
Do you think that was pure coincidence? Or, like, I don't know how that stuff works in the trucks. Do you think someone at Amazon planned that? Or, like...
Oh, no, I'm sure it was just, like, happened to have two things that were scheduled to go together, and it's just the funniest thing. Because the alternative is that somebody... probably a Calgary Flames fan was scheduling the commercials and I'll show this stupid McDavid.
Dude, the next screen time the commercial they should do should actually be Rogers and BetMGM partnered together. And it's like some guy that's like, ever since I started gambling, my screen time went down.
Here at Rogers and Bet365, we bet you can't put your phone down.
Because I smashed my phone after Nita Ryder blew my parlay.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
When you think of Vice President J.D. Vance, what's the first word that comes to mind?
Couch. I know we're not supposed to talk about it, but couch.
Is cool one of them?
No. First of all, cool is not a word that should be used for any modern politician.
J.D. Vance is getting roasted online right now after referring to himself as cool. Well, someone else called him cool. He was giving a speech the other day, and they called him the coolest vice president of all time. And then when he took the stage, he said this.
I will say I took special note of one thing that she said, though. Kelly said that I'm the coolest vice president in American history. And I said, Kelly, that is a low standard.
Wow.
That is a very low bar. But I do think that I clear that bar. But I think that was a low standard she set me to. But
can we all agree that doesn't matter who you are, if you refer to yourself as cool,
you're wrong.
You're not cool.
You've never been more wrong in your life.
It's like the least cool thing that you can do. Cool people don't do stuff like that.
The funny thing is it was actually kind of a bar when he was like, she called me the coolest vice president in history, and I think that's a low bar. End it there, brother. You hit the joke to then turn around and be like, I do think she's right, though. Gross. Yeah. Stop it.
If you in your head think you're a cool person, I'm telling you right now, you're not. It's kind of like how people go, I'm really humble.
Yeah.
Are the least humble people you will ever meet in your entire life.
They're just waiting to tell you all the things about them. Funny is probably another one.
Yeah.
Someone who's like, I've been told I'm really funny.
I'm a funny guy.
I bet you're not going to make me laugh anytime soon.
I just feel like there's certain titles that you shouldn't give yourself, you know?
I think with most compliments, it goes back to what you were saying about being humble. It's like, if you're actually a cool person, being cool doesn't matter to you. That's part of the aloof nature of being cool. So when you have to take a second to remind people that you are in fact cool, you've run counter to the thing you're claiming to be.
I think a lot of ladies will agree with me when I say this, that any guy that goes, I'm a nice guy.
Oh, God.
That's like an instant red flag, is it not?
It's not the flex you think it is. You may just earnestly be trying to say, like, no, I think I'm a really nice person, but you're not. No.
People who say, I don't like drama, they love drama.
Very, very dramatic. I don't like drama. Show me the last 15 things you posted on Facebook, because I bet you're lying to
Or
me.
people that are like, I'm a hopeless romantic. It's like, no, you just confuse eye contact with emotions.
You just think if you open the door for a girl, she has to sleep with
It's
you.
the same nice guy kind of thing. There's some parallels there.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, Marty, what's a title you can never give yourself?
Oh, you absolutely cannot ever refer to yourself as the GOAT,
Oh,
the greatest of all time.
No. Hell no. Absolutely not.
I've never even heard Tom Brady refer to himself as the GOAT, and
Right.
he is the GOAT.
No, exactly. It's like Michael Jordan. You can't just say you are. The fans have to universally agree on it.
You can be confident in your abilities. You can be aware that you are very good at something. But unless you're a villain in professional wrestling, you can't call yourself the GOAT.
Exactly.
It's like people that call themselves entrepreneurs, and it's like, dude, we get it. You're just a club promoter.
Just fancy term, man.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about people that call themselves influencers. Unless you are getting paid good money to
Yeah.
post online.
You'll see people label themselves as influencers, and then you'll go to see their like online profile and they've got like 47 followers. Like, my buddy's dog has more influence than you do. What are we doing here?
There's a lot of those online terms. I mean, even foodie. It's like, yeah, we're all foodies, I guess.
Yeah. Just because you're willing to pay $35 for some loose greens and hand-picked mushrooms doesn't make you a foodie.
Someone texting at 762-555 said old soul is another one.
That's old soul is something that I firmly believe is like a personality trait of people, but
You
you're
can't
right.
call yourself it.
That's just it. If you're calling yourself an old soul, it's likely that you're just using it as an excuse for why you don't do stuff.
We got a voice memo in here at 762-555 that said this.
Calling yourself tough. You can't be calling yourself tough, because odds are you're not tough and you're the loudest guy in the room.
It's kind of the same thing. Another internet term that I see a lot is people that refer to themselves as the alpha.
The alpha, yeah. Which again is just like I'm antisocial and I don't know how to get along with other people. I'm an alpha. Same with like the whole conversation started with like you can't call yourself cool because it probably means you're not cool.
Yeah.
Tough people don't go around advertising that. They don't feel the need unless they're in literal strongman competitions. They don't say that they're tough. They just prove it when they have to.
100%.
If you say you're tough, you're probably about to get dummied by somebody way tougher.
I do like the text we got in here at 762-555 that said, I hate when people call themselves a free spirit.
Oh, God. That's another one where it's just like, you're just saying that so people won't be mad at you because you don't shower.
Or you're just bad with money is all it is.
Yeah.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We've got the next movie coming out in the Poohniverse.
The Winnie the Pooh horror universe.
If you don't know, a few years ago, some weirdos decided to make these scary movies based around like kids' childhood books and stuff. There's a Winnie the Pooh, there's a Peter Pan one, there's a Bambi, and now Pinocchio Unstrung has been released for the trailer.
Okay, Unstrung is a brilliant horror pun.
Take a little look at this here.
Oh.
To make yourself whole. Who are you?
Name's Cricket. Piece by piece,
Ew.
we'll take everything you need to be real.
So basically, it's like Pinocchio.
What the hell is
He's a kid's toy or whatever,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. He wants to become a real boy, and then he starts going on a killing spree. It seems like he's trying to get like parts of people's bodies and stuff.
Instead of in the cartoon where he just lives a really good life and is a good boy and then a fairy turns him into a real person, he's just like, nah, screw that. I'm gonna take flesh parts.
They've got Robert Englund from like Nightmare on Elm Street, the guy that plays Freddy. He's the one playing Jiminy Cricket in it.
I thought I recognized that voice. It's very creepy.
If If you want to see the trailer for yourself, it's absolutely wild. Text Poohniverse, however you think that's spelled, to 762-555.
Whatever you got, send it in. I'll say this, because do they show stuff in the trailer? Like really the gory stuff in the trailer?
There's like one scene where a girl steps out of a shower and Pinocchio's laying on the ground and she steps on his nose and it goes through her foot.
So there are some. So if you are the kind of person that gets squeamish about stuff, this might not be for you.
But they're building up to something, because they've had the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, they've had the Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare and Bambi the Reckoning.
Right.
Now they've got this one coming out. Apparently they have been working up to like what they call like their own Avengers movie.
The Avengers of your childhood destroyed.
Like the Poohniverse Monsters Assemble or something like that.
But that's the thing, is like all these childhood characters are villains in these movies. The Avengers are supposed to be heroes.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of parents that looked at all of these characters in that way growing up when they had to watch or read the books all the time, you know?
You're not wrong.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I saw this thing that I don't know if a lot of people know is happening. Starting in April, the Canadian Passport Service Canada office is going to be putting in a new rule where if it takes more than 30 business days from the time you submit your application for a passport to get it processed, you get your money back.
Are they going like Pizza Hut rules on this?
Basically, yeah. 30-minute delivery or it's free. 30-day passport or you get your money back, which the news is coming out at the same time that apparently at the end of March, the price of a passport is going up.
Oh, okay.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Which is crazy that they're like, hey, our service is not great. What if you paid more for it?
It's like when you go to a store and they're like, buy one, get one free. And you're like, but the one thing's price is the same as two.
Yeah. I don't want two of these, but at the same time, like people will complain a lot that they take too long, and they've currently had things in place where like if it takes up to 10 business days, you get a little bit back. If it takes more than 11, you get a little bit more.
Yeah.
And apparently they have been paying out big time. So this could be a big thing for people trying to get a passport.
That's cool and all, but I mean, the one thing that I know everybody's going to be doing right now is calling the CRA. Could we get a 30 minutes or it's free thing on the CRA?
Oh, for being on hold?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm on hold, if I have to listen to that hold music for more than 30 minutes, you have to give me extra credits on my taxes this
Yeah,
year.
or like, you keep me on hold for like 3 hours. I don't have to pay my taxes.
Yeah.
That's what it should be, you know?
I mean, even with the CRA, because like with direct deposit, it's a little bit better now, but there's still those gaps between when you file your taxes and when they send back like, oh, okay, here's the end result.
Yeah.
I think it's like, hey, if you don't get back to me within 14 days of me filing my taxes and I owe you, no, I don't. Too bad, brother.
I get to commit fraud at least once this year.
I get one free fraud.
Or even honestly, if the CRA could just send me a pizza, like that would be nice too.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we've been dicked around by these people so many times that you're right. Even one large pie with maybe some garlic dips.
Wouldn't it be nice while you're on hold and you're listening to the and it's like, we apologize for you sitting here this long. Press 1 to get your free medium pizza.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
What should have like the 30 minutes or it's free kind of type treatment?
Any drive-through restaurant, they mess up your order, it's free.
Ooh, I feel like a lot of people would be taking a lot more care putting your order together.
Not even if they mess it up, though, is like if it takes too long. You know, when you go to McDonald's or Timmy's and they're like, hey, can you just pull up over there?
Yeah.
I feel like you should get like a 5-minute window. And if they don't show up in that 5 minutes, the food's free refund, you know?
Oh, 100%. Because you take the drive-through to save time, and then you're watching people walk in and out while you're waiting.
Or even when you do walk-in, if you get like 5 cars that pass you before you get your food while you're inside the restaurant,
Yup.
You should get something, dude. Like a Timbit at least.
Yeah, 100%. Or at least a hash brown or the right coffee.
100%, man. A lot of people saying the same thing with flights, which, like, I know if you sit on a plane long enough, some airlines will give you like a $100 voucher or whatever.
Yeah, it's like there's consumer protection laws that, like, if you are delayed long enough, the airlines have to compensate you. But I would also like to say, can I say this is a personal pet peeve when you're in the airport? You have flown, you have landed, you are now. The only thing stopping you from going about your life is waiting for your luggage, and it takes friggin' forever. I think if it takes more than 20 minutes from you getting off the plane to your bag being on the little carousel there, they have to refund you your bag fee.
Oh, 100%.
That would be brilliant, because it would. The only thing I would be worried about is the baggage handlers being like, "Oh man, we're almost at the 20-minute line," and then they get a little rough with your baggage. But like, just giving them some incentive to get my stuff to me so I could leave would be great.
Someone texted it in. I hadn't seen this. I guess there's some real estate agents in Toronto that are kind of doing. You know what that guy did with the Houston Astros, the mattress guy, where he said if they win the World Series, you get a refund on all your mattress or furniture purchases.
Yeah. They're doing the same thing for the Jays.
Yeah, it's real estate agents that said that if the Jays win the World Series in 2026, if you buy or sell a home with them, they will drop their realtor fee on you.
Damn. I mean, it's basically sports betting at that point. Like, it's basically gambling.
And plus, I learned with the mattress guy that there's like a tax incentive or like a tax write-off, rather, something with that. Yeah.
That makes, I mean, yeah, you would definitely want to have insurance, because I'll say this. Saying if the Jays win the World Series, like, it's pretty wild. It's statistically not a probable thing to happen, just the way sports are. But if it did and you had to pay out all those fees, that would be financially devastating.
You know, I think sports teams as a whole should have to do something for you. Like the Toronto Maple Leafs, if they don't make the playoffs this year, at least a personal apology sent to my email address.
A handwritten card from Austin Matthews saying maybe next year.
Yeah, exactly. That'd make me feel a little bit better.
They would. I mean, that would single-handedly save Canada Post. The amount of money they'd have to spend in stamps every year.
The Leafs at least owe me a bottle of whiskey or something, you know?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Yeah, hey, good morning. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby, and I want to give a shout-out to the government of British Columbia for having the balls to do what all of Canada should have done long ago and make the announcement that when the country springs forward for daylight saving time this weekend, it'll be the last time the people of British Columbia change their clocks.
I mean, it's about damn time. Everybody needs to do what Saskatchewan did a long time ago, in my opinion.
That's just it. Saskatchewan got rid of it. The Yukon got rid of it, representing for the territories. Now British Columbia. And I guess after this announcement, the people of Alberta, like the government in Alberta, were like, oh, maybe we should look at this. We're about to be surrounded by non-time changers.
So how does that work? They're never going to change their clocks, or it's just in the spring?
No. So when they spring forward here, they will stay on that time forever. No more changing clocks after this.
So they'll be the same time as Alberta time for a bit.
Well, so yeah, that's the thing, is now Alberta will kind of ping pong between being BC time and being on Saskatchewan time, because there's still going to be that gap.
Yeah.
So they'll be bouncing back and forth instead of just locking themselves in like the middle position between the two. And apparently all across the country, like all these other governments are kind of caught off guard by this.
Well, daylight savings time is just stupid.
It is a thing that I guess you can convince me made sense at a certain point in human history, but just doesn't make sense in the 24-hour economy we live in now.
I mean, it's pretty clutch if you live in Ontario and you're like a Canucks fan or something. Those games start at 9 o'clock instead of 10 now.
Yeah, but even then, when you bounce back and forth half the year, you're like, oh, I missed the first period of the game because of the time change.
I mean, I guess you don't really need to worry about it. The Canucks don't make the playoffs,
That's
so
right.
you don't have to worry about it in the spring.
All right, Leafs fan, ease up.
Yeah,
Ease
true.
up.
Valid point. I got nothing to say right now.
Speaking of Ontario, I actually saw Ontario also has a law that they're abolishing the time change, but it doesn't go into effect unless Quebec and New York adopt the same law.
Oh, you have to have them to agree on it?
They said, like, this has been voted on. It's gone through all the proper channels. It is a law in Ontario, but it doesn't kick in unless everybody's doing it. They're like, yeah. Like, I'll smoke a cigarette, but only if everybody at the party is doing it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not often that Doug Ford has to be told, like, hey, man, why don't you do something? Why don't you get out there? Do something. You've got the power.
No, you need to make it seem like it's Donald Trump's idea. That's the only way he's going to sign off on it.
Then he's on board.
Yeah. Or we should just implement it ourselves, and then at our border crossings all across the country, we can put welcome to the future.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah. For at least half of the year, anyway.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, we got $100 in Lotto 649 tickets for tomorrow's jackpot, and we're playing VeggieTales. We're looking for some mushrooms here this morning.
Looking for some fun guys to come out and play today. Again, if you want to play with the VeggieTales game, you just got to send a voice memo of yourself doing your best impression of what a mushroom might sound like if it was introducing itself to you.
All right. If you are not one of our mushrooms, that does mean you are a judge. So 762-555, judge accordingly here this morning. We will start off with this one here.
I'm Frank the Mushroom. There's nothing to me about my life. I start out as a little sprout. And then all of a sudden, after a little bit, I start growing a little head. And then all of a sudden, my body starts getting bigger. And I get all these spots all over me. I look around, and boom, there's a lot more of my friends. I forgot to mention, though, if you happen to eat me, I am not your ordinary mushroom. I am a psychedelic mushroom. And you are going to start seeing stuff that you wouldn't believe.
All right,
you may have overstayed the welcome a little bit. That was actually good.
There was some good stuff there, but it turned into a TED Talk a little bit quick there. Okay, let's try this one.
Hello, fun guys and fun girls. Let me introduce myself. I am the mushroom. I love the dark, and I am pretty much God. And I also make people tripped up. Out!
The goth mushroom is a great take.
Loves the dark, man.
Yeah.
Loves the dark and likes to get a little bit weird.
All right, that's good stuff. Let's see what this one's got here.
Hey, man. I'm a mushroom. I'm a pretty fun guy. And, whoa, is that Neil Patrick Harris riding a unicorn?
I think the mushroom makes you see things. I don't know if the mushroom sees things.
Maybe it does. We don't know.
We don't know. We haven't heard from a mushroom before today.
All right, let's see what this one's got.
Here we go. Hi, I'm a mushroom. Some people think I'm a fun guy, and I don't see it. I mean, I'm growing in turds, and I don't like the sun. That's why I got a big cap on me. However, I guess I do make sauces taste good. Give me a try, I guess.
Okay.
I guess.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, you hit that C really hard on I got a big.
Remember, 762-555, you are the judge here. Let us know who you think should win.
Your mom likes me so much because consider what I look like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you lived in the dark and you were afraid crap all day, you'd be cranky too.
All right, that's pretty much the same as the last one.
Yeah.
Kind of disappointed, guys. I'm not going to lie. I was expecting a little bit more here this morning, but we'll play a couple more.
Hey, I'm a mushroom. My head's a bit squishy, my stem's stemming, but that's all right. Anyway, my cousin makes you boozy. Might start to see something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going macho mushroom there?
Might make you see something. Oh, yeah.
All right, 762-555.
I mean, so there's one clear winner.
Goth mushroom?
The goth mushroom is the winner.
Goth mushroom was the best
mile,
one.
Absolutely.
All right, we give you the ding and the round of applause. $100 in Lotto Max tickets for the goth mushroom.
Hello, fun guys and fun girls. Let me introduce myself. I am the mushroom. I love the dark, and I am pretty much God. And I also make people tripped up. Out!
I didn't know mushrooms listen to Dashboard Confessional, but
they listen to it in the dark.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I was really surprised reading some articles yesterday. Did you know there's apparently a huge resurgence in people buying and using iPods?
Is it like a nostalgia thing or is it like a hipster thing, like with people with vinyl a few years ago?
I mean, I never discount the hipsters. They're always part of the problem. But also, it just seems like every device that comes out nowadays does 900 different things. Like, just look at your phone and all the things that it can do. People are apparently wanting to go back to simpler times when the brick in your pocket just played music and you didn't have to worry about getting notifications or social media or being bombarded with all the bad news in the world. You just took it out and you scrolled the little wheel and you clicked on your favorite song and you went about your day.
I mean, I used to love my iPod. I will say, anybody that's using their iPod has to use it like the old school way. No Apple Music or anything like that. You got to find LimeWire or something. Every song on your iPod has to be labeled Lincoln _Park _in _ the _ end _ song _.mp3.
See, and this may not surprise you because we work together and you've seen the way my brain works. I used to be that guy that after I downloaded all the songs from LimeWire would go into iTunes.
Oh, you'd organize everything?
Oh, I got artist info. I got song titles. I'm looking up album names. I'm finding and downloading album art. I was that guy.
Oh, man.
I put it all together.
You'd go through my artist section and there was like nothing, but every song started with the artist at the beginning. Like, it was just absolute chaos. Dude, the iPod was an interesting time too, especially because, I mean, corded headphones. Like, are people still using corded headphones? I don't think some of those iPods can connect to Bluetooth.
That's just it, is you'd have to go back to like the earbuds with the wire that if you pulled them too hard, they would separate and then you could never get them to go back together.
Sitting on the school bus, trying to find the sweet spot like you're making love, like trying to...
because the wire's frayed just a little bit.
Yeah.
And if I hold it exactly like this, I get sound in both speakers. That was a time,
taking
brother.
5 minutes to unravel your cords too.
I love the idea of going back. Like, again, we've talked about it. I am obsessed with my phone. I could not go without it. I know better than to say I could. But I miss the idea of like unplugging and just having old tech that just lets you do very specific things, but lets you do them well. Like, I miss record players. I've never owned one, but my parents used to have hi-fi.
Hear me out.
Okay.
We work in the industry where this exists.
Oh, really?
The radio. The radio, man.
See, but even then, what's the number one thing that we're pushing every day? The Seeker app. We're not even telling people to listen to the radio anymore.
So if you are here, we appreciate you.
You mean a lot to us today.
This is some people's iPod, dude. If you think about it like that.
You're absolutely right. Radio, iPods, things that people used to use.
Magazines for smut.
Oh, my God. Do you think there are still people? Like, I know I see the magazines at certain stores. Are people still buying the magazines?
Do you think people are buying them like vinyl where they're like snobs about it? Something about just the way the pages feel on my fingers,
It's just not the same looking into the screen. I need it to rest on the pillow of my bed.
I need to tear away the pages as they stick together,
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We were talking about iPods. There's still few people rocking the iPod on the text line here, 762-555. Jesse said he took a real honor in being the one guy in his friend group that people asked to put music on their iPods.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, like when I had my iPod and I like cultivated my iTunes, I was changing all the titles and like organizing everything. And yeah, I'd have people come over and be like, can I bring my iPod to your computer? Can I sync it up?
You know what was a sick feeling? Was being that guy that everybody asked to put their music on their iPod for. Like, what an honor it was. I mean, I feel like you don't really got that anymore. I guess you have people that make playlists for each other.
Even then, though, like, I've done that, right? Mallory and I have made playlists for each other of something like here, for the drive to work or whatever. But it doesn't have the same as, like, a mix CD. You know what I mean? Like, that was when you could only pick, like, 13 songs to let somebody know how you felt about them or what you were thinking. That was big.
I guess every era's kind of had that, right? There's like the iPod guy, the burnt CD guy.
Yeah.
There was the mixtape guy making cassettes back in the day.
Oh my God. If at a certain age, if you had somebody who had a boombox that had the double cassette playing songs and recording on the other one.
Yeah.
Ooh, that guy was revered.
Yeah, I guess maybe a vinyl friend back in the day that had like every record or something. Probably a book guy at some point before music was a thing.
Right. Somebody that could make you like, oh, hey, if you like that book, you're going to love this, making recommendations at the library.
You think there was like a shanty guy back in the day during pirate times that they just kept around?
Like a guy that would just hang out down to the docks and teach sailors new songs before they'd head out on expedition?
Maybe a scroll guy or something like that. Yeah.
Going back, just walking around in an old burlap robe with a bag of scrolls. You try this one.
I guarantee you in like the 1800s, there was a dirty photo guy.
Oh, because we talked about magazines being like old tech. Even pre-magazine, a guy was just like, I happen to have photographed material. I mean, if you go back far enough, they're probably hand-drawn sketches of women.
Oh, there was most definitely like a cave drawing guy for sure.
go cave to cave, drawing on the walls like an interior designer.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you don't have a cave painting from Grog?
Dude,
what are you
want
even
to talk
doing?
caveman? There was probably a fire guy. There was probably some guy that they just kept around. They're like, ooh.
Someone who just had the secret of fire and would just go around with 2 rocks. You're like, you need this? I got you.
Yeah.
Let me light that for you.
Yeah. No different than giving someone your iPod, you know?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Do you remember a couple of years ago when Justin Timberlake got arrested for a DUI?
This is going to ruin the tour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, apparently the police want to release the body cam footage of that. And Justin Timberlake is now suing them to prevent the release of the footage, saying it would cause severe and irreparable harm to his personal and professional reputation and subject to public ridicule and harassment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is for as funny as that video was and as much as he got dunked on for it, people have kind of moved on. Like, he did go on a world tour. It did sell massive amounts of tickets. People were kind of like, whatever. If the full video comes out and he's just a drunk dickhead the whole time, that's not a good look.
Well, apparently the way that the quote goes is Justin Timberlake said under his breath, "This is going to ruin the tour." The cop replied, "What tour?" And Justin goes, "The world tour."
That's my favorite part of the whole story, is that the cops who were arresting him did not recognize him. So to them, he just sounded like a drunk psychopath. I'm going on a world tour. Okay,
Honestly,
sure you are, bud.
I have no sympathy for the guy because it's like, hey, man, you're the one that decided to drive impaired.
You are a multimillionaire, if not billionaire. I don't know his wealth, but you got money and you got drunk and got behind the wheel. Like, you're dumb and you deserve what happened.
He got paid to do McDonald's commercials at one point. Now it's a commercial for why not to drink and drive, you know?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I have to blow to start my car.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. This is going to ruin the world tour.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
So it's time to send a text to me and Dolby 762-555 right now. Ask us a question, yeah. Anything you want, yeah. 762-555 right now. It's Text Us Tuesday, okay? Send a text to us, because it's Text Tuesday.
I give you all the credit in the world for holding on to that as long as you did, brother.
A bit of a tongue twister. First one in here says, what is the weirdest thing to have eye contact with someone else?
Oh, first I would say is probably any time you're in a doctor's office or any kind of like a medical appointment and they're doing an examination. Just having your eyes meet while they're like probing or poking or checking, I always feel uncomfortable. Maybe that's a me thing, but that's a place I would rather look at the floor.
See, I feel like it's rather when you're doing something embarrassing. Like, you ever get caught picking your nose and then all of a sudden you look up and you make eye contact, or you're like reaching down your pants, picking a wedge or something.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's the picking your nose thing. That's why tinted windows in cars exist, right? So that you can pick in the comfort of your own property.
I think the thing you got to do is you have to assert your dominance, right?
If you're caught picking your nose, you're saying lean into it. Stare at them and go deeper.
Yeah.
Try and find some brain.
Someone catches you picking a hungry bum. Just maintain eye contact and go, you like what you saw?
Are you enjoying the show?
Someone said, what other instrument should get the Guitar Hero treatment? I mean, they tried to do DJ Hero. That didn't work out.
Okay, hang on now. As someone who owned DJ Hero, I quite enjoyed that game.
Well, could you play past medium on Guitar Hero?
No.
Yeah,
no,
that makes sense because it only had 3 buttons.
Yeah. It was a lot easier to mess around with. I mean, I really liked when they added the drums in to Rock Band.
Sure.
I'm very curious as to what the keyboard will look like with this new game that's coming out this year.
Saxophone would be pretty sick.
Saxophone could be cool. I mean, any of those like brass or woodwind interest. You know what? There is a video game. I want to say it's for the Nintendo Switch, and it's called like Tromboner Champ or something like that. And that looks super fun.
That's
I would
awesome.
love to play more of that.
Dude, Recorder Hero.
Anybody with kids, worst game of all time. We've already got enough.
Ripping hot cross buns like it's through the fire and flames. Someone said, what would you do if you got ghosted by someone? I assume they're referring to like in the dating aspect.
Like a relationship.
Them not responding to you. I mean, I think like everybody just stews on it for a bit. But
Yeah, I think the best thing to do is just to get back out there.
Yeah.
Get back on the horse.
You know what you can do if you want to be passive aggressive? Start liking the text messages that you send to them. You can react. You can react to people. You can react to your own.
Yeah. So when you send a text of like, "Hey, I haven't heard from you in a few days," and then put a like on it.
That's like not even for relationship. If someone just hasn't replied to you and you're waiting on a reply, just thumbs up your own reply to put it back up in their messages.
If you are ready to move on, though, if you would like to maybe just give yourself a little bit of closure, move on, and maybe inflict some damage on them, may I suggest something that you do to me all the time?
What do I do to you?
You have this person's phone number. They have now ghosted you. Go to the nearest Boston Pizza and put in a bid for the silent auction at the front door.
Great prank.
Using their name and phone number so that when they get a phone call from the people who are so excited about their donation, it's up to them to decide how to get out of that.
Okay, well, you make me seem like a jerk when you bring up the donation thing, but I did have you for a year and a half. Dolby would come into the studio and be like, Ducks Unlimited keeps calling me about all these photos that apparently I've been on.
I somehow won another AC/DC framed poster.
All right, final one here. It says, I got some family moving in from Germany next month. They don't speak the best English. What's the best way to teach them English? I mean, the biggest thing I've seen is people watch like TV shows or movies just with English subtitles on, right?
That's exactly it. Find a sitcom that you think matches their sense of humor. Bonus points if you can go back to like the TGIF era.
Now, here's the thing. If you want to make them fit in nice and right in Canada, make them watch Trailer Park Boys with the subtitles on.
Imagine Trailer Park Boys being where somebody learns how to speak English.
Everybody that's new to Canada should have to watch every season of Trailer Park Boys with the subtitles, and that's how they learn to speak English. Just have a bunch of people walking around going, I told us so.
Yeah, your German relatives are coming to Canada and talking about rocket appliances, and every time something exciting happens, they're going, bam!
Everybody's going to hate those damn Rakins.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.